boy Stringer Bell here in the building. So we gonna before we get into it. So Westside Gunn basically is set for his retirement run. So it's gonna be next 3 months is gonna be crazy. And he just dropped his new album, Who Made the Sunshine. Now he's been contemplating retirement for a couple years now. But
Yeah.
a lot of people was like, nah, because rappers say they're gonna retire all the time. But
Now I
in this
believe
case,
him.
I believe him. Yeah.
Yeah. He 38, I see that he's setting it up. He got the female artists, Benny's doing his thing, Conway's, and he just signed Boldy James. He even got a poet, Keisha Plum, I think. I
Oh
forgot
yeah,
her name.
Keisha Plum is
Yeah,
ridiculous,
Keisha
man. Her
Plum.
fucking poet, the
Yeah.
poet, yeah. And then you got
So
that new
like,
boy, that young boy in Atlanta. I can't remember his name. So he's like trying to build a empire, like a conglomerate. He was
yeah,
never like he always would say, I'm not big, I'm big. Like, you know what I mean?
yeah,
I'm not, I'm Game, I'm not Jay. Like, he isn't really a rapper's rapper. So when I listen to Westside Gunn and I listen to his music, I judge it and I look at it differently. Most rappers who pride themselves on being like great and shit like that, which he's never had, when they load up their albums with features, I'd be like, yeah, if you
yeah,
really that great. But with Gunn, it's different. You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
Like, plus he kind of needs it anyway. Not saying because he's whack, but just his style. So yeah,
yeah.
I mean, it was a great run for him. I mean, when it comes to the
It was a
Griselda albums,
beautiful run.
he always had the best production.
Yeah, because I felt like the way for Griselda is like Benny is the best rapper. Conway got the best punchlines, but Westside made the best albums, like his projects. Like
Mm-hmm.
he had the illest
Because
albums. So
yeah,
like
Fly God, Fourth Rope,
Supreme Blientele.
the Green Clientele, the Hitler Wears Hermes series, Part 4, like 7 was the shit too. Pray for Paris. I mean,
Fly
he
God
had
is
a
an
great
awesome
run.
God. Like
Fly God is an awesome guy. Is another one. He had a great run. Some people like some fans be like, yo, I can't take it. It's not for everybody. Like I
it's
love
not.
Ghostface. Some niggas will tell me, yo, fuck Ghostface. I like Raekwon better. I'm like, all right. Or I like Meth better. Okay, like it's not for everybody. The voice. Some
It's
people
not.
be like, nah, I can't. I'm like, bro, that shit just sounds like I don't know. For me, when I hear that shit just it do something different for me, I guess. But them niggas, they like I had lost a lot of passion for this rap shit when they did the whole Kanye 50 thing and they kind of like flexed out that whole sound, that whole
Yeah.
gangster rap sound. And I was like, for years, like people like me and you, like we felt neglected. Like they took something we grew up on and just like dumped it on the side of the road and filled it up with all this modern shit. And there was no art. It's like the audience that was fucking with that, we was left out. You know
Yep.
what I mean? You had to dig in the crates to find underground shit. You still kind of got to do it, but listen to these niggas. I felt like a kid who found out wrestling was fake, and I just lost my passion for hip hop
Yeah, I
after
know,
that.
right?
Yeah, man,
It was that dark period. I want to say like '07, like '09 until like Wale
07,
came
09.
out, and then like
Yeah,
yeah,
and then
like from
Jay
there, like
Electronica kind of gave niggas a teaser with that Exhibit
yep,
C, and you got it slowly like Freddie Gibbs, and then you got Big Crit, and it started slowly coming together. And these
Nipsey
niggas
came
just
out, it
yeah, but
was
all of
starting to
them
go
niggas was
somewhere.
from guess what? Everywhere but New York. It was like when is New York gonna finally get some niggas? And I know it's not the 5 boroughs, but shit,
Yeah,
still New
I
York.
mean New York had niggas when ASAP and them come back because like despite the whole fashion
Yeah.
shit, them niggas could actually rap. Like
Oh yeah.
ASAP
They was doing
ASAP
that
Rocky
Houston
is
shit though.
yeah,
Yeah.
ASAP Rocky is actually a nice rapper. Like, but he
Mm-hmm.
just focused on the fashion shit. I don't even think that he
Fashion.
even fuck with rap like that no
Yeah.
more.
And
Especially
Ferg, I
after
mean, every
Yans
time I
passed.
listen to Ferg, I think of some southern shit. Like
Yeah,
West Side Side, he's like, yo, niggas was telling us laughing at him when they was doing all that boom bap shit. Like, ain't nobody listening to that no more. We want some trap music. We want some southern shit. Play something for the bitches. And it takes a lot of fucking confidence and like just to not get discouraged, to put some, to go left field, and the niggas be like, "Yo, they sound too much like Wu Tang." I'm like, man, them niggas when Wu Tang was doing that shit, that was actually cool to do. These niggas are doing something that's not technically cool to do no more, and they doing it, and it's swagged out, and it's fly. Like, you know what I mean? You not rappers ain't supposed to talk like this. You ain't supposed to rap like we was just talking about Frank Murphy. Frank Murphy, like beats like that in 2020 aren't even supposed to be relevant. Like.
yeah, I'm telling niggas, stole God Crooks. That's my rookie of the year. This nigga been,
Yo, I'm listening. That nigga said my plug looked like Razor Ramon. I said,
yeah,
oh shit! Like Dog,
Like
so
Smoke
they in good
Dizza.
hands, man.
Yeah, man.
I just hope
I
they
think he's bust artist too. Yeah, that's bust artist.
Busta was
Yeah.
on here. Like I said, I just hope I just praise, like I just hope it works. I remember 50 was just talking about how he was so disappointed G Unit didn't have a longer run. Like it wasn't, he wanted it to be like some 20-year shit. And
Yeah.
you can
Like
see
what
West
Drake is
Side is trying to
now.
build something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, what Drake is now. That's what, 50 wanted for Lloyd Banks. And it's like,
Yeah. So it's
it
like
didn't work
West
like
Side is
that.
trying to do that same kind of thing, that mentality. He wants Griselda to go on for. I just hope, for him, I
I
hope
mean,
it work out.
it's hard for Griselda to go that when you got like fucking platforms that's supposed to represent, the real
Hmm.
rap shit, ignoring niggas like BET was on some fuck shit.
Oh
When
yeah, we gotta
they
call them niggas out, man. Yeah, I done did it.
Yeah, like BT, like I don't know if they got like fucking Migos under payroll or something, like if they under Migos payroll, cause I think these motherfuckers in these niggas
Yeah,
payroll, cause like
I had to check to see if them niggas dropped the album this year, and they have. And I'm like, when? This shit must have been whack, because I don't remember Migos
they,
dropping an album this year.
they
That shit
have it,
made
like
no noise.
how Griselda not fucking group of the year, how none of them nigga not lyricist of the year. To me, it's a joke.
So Joe, they had
It's
Meg Thee Stallion on as lyricist of the year, bro. Yo, son, what I don't understand is BET, the actual the big awards they do in June. They nominated them. Remember, it came
I
down to
remember.
Griselda and Migos. But the hip hop awards, the ones that they've done ciphers for, they nothing like that. That shit really like surprised the fuck out of me. And Westside talked about that too on his gram. He was like, "Yo, we ain't getting nothing." Like,
And it just shows like, for example, like Rolling Stone would put like motherfucking Griselda in their list, like top 10 albums of the year, but not BET.
mm,
And niggas wonder why, like, oh, we don't support all because y'all do some fuck shit like that.
yeah,
Like y'all out there for a
it's sad
popularity
when
contest
it's sad
instead
when
of
white people can see real hip hop for what it is over our own people. And I've been like, you go to a Griselda show, it's a good portion of white people that be there that
yeah.
know what real hip hop is, that know what's up. Because we get fed, black people, the black media, they feed us bullshit music. And you see who was nominated the most in those awards? The Baby had 12 nominations. The Baby, the nigga that slapped women in the face and shit, and Meg Thee Stallion,
I
aka
remember my
Justice
man.
Slave.
Yo,
She got eight,
I remember my man Jimmy was like, yo, the Baby make music for male strippers. Yo, I was rolling like his music don't sound like it got a certain bounce. It's like, nah, I
Yeah.
can't fuck like what type of magic Mike music type of shit is this? Like I can't that shit, it's not for me. Like this shit is like
Yeah.
all his shit sounds the same. It's like, y'all
And I'm
niggas
like,
is
I ain't hating. I'm just saying, but it's like it's the same 10 rappers in every category. I'm like, I don't. It's
like
more than rap than just the Baby and Meg Thee Stallion and the niggas.
and they want to nominate Travis Scott, but Travis Scott will probably give him their ass to kiss because he too far gone
Mm.
for shit like that. But
And
he
that's
want
the
to give
shit.
it to the
Yeah,
he
they
want
give
to
it
give
to
it to the
the.
Baby because the Baby gonna show up.
He gonna
Like
show up, but they will give a lot of awards to Drake and Nicki and Wayne and niggas. They don't fuck with niggas. They don't come to these shows. Not that
nah,
anybody. And they probably ain't gonna have a show anyway. But fuck them. So anyway, Who Made the Sunshine that came out Friday. You had a lot of albums that came out. You had fucking 21 Savage with Morgan Freeman on the intro.
they had
You
Morgan
had
Freeman dissing Takashi on that shit.
yeah.
That
You
shit
know
is
what I mean?
jokes. I
Niggas
heard
getting
it.
that Jeezy. Niggas still getting that Jeezy. Niggas is getting that Jeezy. Fucking who else dropped? Don, Don Kennedy, Alchemist. Not Don. That was last week. Alchemist dropped something. Larry June dropped something.
Bryce Tiller dropped
Bryson
something.
Tiller. So it's like once again, West he drops on a day where it's like it's fully loaded
Heavy
clips
hitters.
of acid music, and he still did his thing. Who
Yup.
made the sunshine? So mainly, it looks like B Butcher and Derringer for the most part produced most of these tracks on here.
It got
And
Just Blaze on the
the
outro. Yeah.
production is stupid. You said Just Blaze?
Alchemist. Yeah, Just Blaze did 98
Alchemist.
Sabers. Alchemist is on there. I think he did the joint with James, Boldy James, and Jadakiss.
Oh yeah, that shit. That was all praises. All praises is
Yeah.
There's some posse cuts on this joint. You like, yo, these are potential posse cuts of the year. All praises. Jadakiss said everybody woke now. They want us to vote now. COVID-19 is a stamp on the dope now. Still
Yep.
playing the keys, pulling on the rope now. I was like, oh, hold up, like,
Yo, how
yo,
does
like,
Jadakiss still rap like this after like almost 30
nigga,
years?
I seen a video. The nigga was breakdancing and spinning around like on some
Yeah.
Spinneroonie Booker T shit. I'm like, how is this nigga? It's like Jadakiss got the fountain of youth. Like the nigga's immortal.
This nigga, like, I understand how this nigga still nice. It's like he ain't lose a
I've
step.
I've never heard Jason Phillips spit a whack verse.
Yo, that's a fact.
And
That's a
then
fact.
so there's certain tracks like okay, Butcher and the Blade with that's like a classic, posse cut. Like it's just
Yup.
Con, West, Benny, just doing their thing. The fucking beat is menacing. Derringer and Beat Butcher did that shit. That's something it's hard to like. I probably played that back maybe 3 times first time I heard it. I gotta roll that. Um, Ocean Prime with Busta and Slick. That kind of threw me for a loop. I was like, I wasn't expecting those features like that.
Yo, Slick Rick sounds great. That
Yeah.
nigga sounds. I'm like, this nigga sound current as a motherfucker. You wouldn't even think he almost 60. This nigga,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
You don't really forget how when you got a natural gift, like yeah, you might not be able to keep up with the young boys no more. Like Hakeem Olajuwon still be fucking training niggas. He still got
yeah,
some moves. Can he play in today's league? No. Slick Rick probably can't drop a verse like that every day, but the nigga, you don't forget how to rap. You know what I
nah,
mean? I mean, I wouldn't. I didn't know the nigga was even bothering to rap. I was like, he got him on hit twice.
yup,
Yeah, I'm like, how you
rhyming.
get a verse from Slick Rick, let alone twice?
I don't even know where he found Slick Rick from. I don't even know if he's in the U.S. or that
And
shit
then
is crazy.
Buster went off on that too. That's the nigga
Yeah,
I want to see what he got left in Texas.
Buster. That song,
Derringer produced that too.
Liz Love Luger with Armani Caesar.
Oh, you
Like,
like that one?
I mean, Armani Caesar should have kept that shit for herself. It's a dope song. Nah, it's a
Yeah.
dope song, but like, what's his name? Westside Gunn, he was rapping. I'm like, that nigga was rapping some shit. I'm like, this nigga watched too much ghetto gaggers, that shit on the couch
Oh, you talking about that
bullshit.
funny? Yeah, he was talking about
Yeah,
all that
he,
nasty shit with the like, come
yeah,
here, bitch, do this. I'm a none of
that,
you. Yeah, yeah.
yeah, that
That
shit
did
was
sound like
funny.
something should have been. He probably was like self promotion. Like I'm just gonna put this. It's kind of like a. I remember the G Unit album. They let Lloyd Banks do "Smile." It was kind of like his unofficial single.
Yeah,
Yeah, like this is kind of like maybe her unofficial thing. Like it really
yeah,
wasn't for him. It
yeah.
sounded
When
like
she did,
a
yeah,
joint on her album featuring him.
yeah, exactly. It was a good touch, but it just caught me off guard. That shit caught me
Yeah,
off guard.
98 Sabers is track of the year type shit, nigga. That shit is rest in peace, DJ Shay. That shit is stupid.
Them Buffalo kids ain't fucking with niggas, yo.
I'm
That
telling
shit.
you. And then Frank Murphy, I was listening to that before we got on. Nigga,
Yup.
Stove God Cooks.
All them niggas went off. Flea Lord,
Uh, Nigga
Smoke
said Flea
Dizza.
Lord too, yeah. Flea Lord getting this shit in. My nigga and Stove, that nigga said my plug look like Razor Ramon. I was like, yo, play this again. Like this that loop and that fucking that homicidal type of beat. Like you just gotta look over your shoulder because you feel like
Yup.
somebody about to come around the corner or something. Like shit like this is supposed to be rocking in 2020, but these niggas is like defining the odds and keep doing it over and over. Production on this album, I give it 10 out of 10. Like
Yup.
fuck the 10 out of 10 easily on production. Like period. Like
Production.
I've never heard a project from this nigga where the production wasn't 10 out of 10, even if you didn't
Exactly.
like the tracks. Um, Lyrics, man, West is like whatever. It's the features for me.
Yeah, the features, but West still got his shit. Like, if you into like the fashion shit, he's talking about street. Like the first verse, he's talking about Pierre Moss. Like
Mm-hmm.
he just talking that fly shit, and that's what we want to hear.
Yeah.
He said, Allah can't make another me. Like that's some. That's just
Yeah.
that fly talk. Like that niggas want to hear. Like,
That shit is crazy. The fucking the features though. I mean, like Jada's feature on All Praises, Slick, just in general, Slick Rick. I mean, I'm just gonna give him the OG. Just he went in on both tracks. Benny, nigga, Benny was fucking eating on
oh,
Butcher and the Blade and on 98 Sabers. Like Benny ain't put out an album this year, but he's like 10
he
for 10
gearing
from
up,
the free throw line. Yeah, like the nigga ain't miss.
gearing up. Yo, what do you think about Black Thought's verse on Ishkabibble? The
Yeah. I was
black.
kind of hard like trying to pronounce that. I didn't want to fuck that up. That beat. First of all, that beat is ridiculous. And then Black Thought. The Black Thought verse is something you gotta digest. Sometimes I gotta read the lyrics.
Yeah,
I gotta really sit back and listen because it takes you into a deep thought. Like, what is this nigga saying? Like when him and Benny did that track, I had to keep listening to that shit because you miss something and you learn something different every time.
yeah. The coke will knock you off the face, Spinks like Leon. Like he talking about the Egypt shit with the nose.
Uh,
Like this dude is like,
I'm telling you, like you gotta go back and educate. Like Black Thought will make you go back and like, yo, I missed that part. Then you go back. I might pick up something 2 months later listening to the track. Like, oh, now I get what he was saying. Like
like this
advanced
thing.
shit.
Like I think Black Thought is like probably like the best rapper from Philly. I think
Bar for
he's
bar, better than Beans. Bar for bar,
yeah better than Beans.
better
Cause
than
you know the
Snoop.
cause you know the top three from Philly is Black Thought, Corrupt, and Beans. So it was
Corrupt,
like
yeah, I'm glad you said corrupt. So okay, what's Black verse best Black Thought best verse versus 1,000 bars by Beans? Who could fuck with 1,000 bars?
remember
First
his
thing.
verse on Super Lyrical or Big Pun's album.
Oh shit, yeah.
Like yo, and like
Philly got talent though, man.
if
There's
yeah,
no
Philly
shame
do
in
got
that. You know what I mean?
yeah, Philly got
They just came
talent.
a long way from Will Smith. But
Yeah,
yeah, I'm gonna get
Schoolie
this
D, the
album.
first gangster rapper is from Philly. Schoolie D.
School, oh
Yeah,
yeah, School. Yeah, them niggas, Philly, they had a good run. They need to now. You got Meek and ER Ab. What the fuck is he still doing some shit?
I think he locked up right now.
Yeah, I know. That's
I
why I
think he
said.
locked
That's why I
up.
said that. Yeah, but it is what it is. I'm gonna get this album. Who made the sunshine? What you say? Who gave it up a six? What? Genius?
Pitchfork gave it a 6.7. Pitchfork gave
Who?
it Pitchfork.
Oh, Pitchfork.
Yeah, I give that shit a 8.5 out of 10.
Hold on, what they
That's what I'm
gave
gonna
it
give
again?
it. 6.7. But
That's some
they
random
always
ass shit.
they downplay all his I think they gave Hitler
Fuck is
or
six point
7 point
seven?
something. And it be I
What the
don't know
fuck is
what they
six
looking
point
for.
seven? Let's give him a seven. Round that shit off. Like what the fuck is that's some petty ass shit right there.
It's some
I don't know.
bullshit.
Like, the first time I heard it, it didn't blow me away. I had to listen to it the second time and the third time, and I'm like, every time I listen to it, it's more and more impressive. That person probably heard it one time and went off that one reaction. Because
Yep.
when I first heard it, I was like, kind of like just, alright. And then I heard it back again, and certain tracks started standing out, and certain features, and I was like, yo, this shit is way better than what I thought it
Shit
was. So I'm
is
like, I give it
this
an 8
this
out of
this
10.
God it is God level rap. Like not everybody gonna fuck with it, but like
Mm-hmm. It's one
it
of those
is
records I
different.
say, like, it's not like that instant. Like Pray for Paris instantly was like, okay. You know what I mean? Hitler Wears Hermes 7, okay. Like the first time I heard it, I knew the shit was fucking classic. This one right here is like one of those albums that gotta kind of grow. Kind of like me personally, you gotta grow on because I had to listen
Yeah.
to it 2 or 3 tracks.
Just like
Now
what
I'm gonna
was
stop playing it.
just like what was Shinga do? Like I had to let that shit
Oh,
like grow
that
on me.
one.
Like yeah.
First time you heard it, you wasn't fucking with
First time I heard
it.
because it was I think it was their album debut. They got paid for samples and shit, so they ain't do no samples. So like what captured me to the Griselda
Yeah, none of the
sound,
wrestling
it,
shit, none of that.
yeah, it wasn't there. So I had to really yeah the samples, the wrestling shit, like they ain't had that. So like you had to like get a cut. You had to really listen to the lyrics and what they were saying. And you're like,
Mm,
all right, this shit is fire. The same thing with this, because I think because this one's on Shady too, you notice that
yeah.
they didn't have the samples like that, the crazy samples that they usually have with the
Oh
loop
yeah.
old sound. Like they ain't had that.
Yeah.
That's why it was a lot of Derringer. Derringer does shit from scratch most of the time.
Scratch, yeah, straight scratch. Like, 'cause this album, that album was cool. It was first time I heard Dr. Birds, I was like, that shit blew my fucking head off. But I had to keep going, playing that shit over. But it sounded like some friction maybe with Shady in there. I don't know, because I see something that was like asking Conway why the album ain't got promoted like that. What's up with Shady? And he was like, that's a good question. I was like,
Yo,
maybe.
I don't think I saw Eminem promote that album on his Instagram. I gotta check. but I don't think he. I know that what's his name?
Shouldn't
The
that be
shady.
Paul's job though?
I saw Paul put it up. Paul
Or
put that
Paul put
shit
it
up.
up? Because I'm
Yeah,
like,
he
hold
put.
up, well, if Shady's the label, I mean, granted they got a duty, but what the fuck is Rock Nation's job then? Ain't they the management? Shouldn't they be fucking
I
in
think they
charge of
promoted that
marketing?
shit too.
Rock
I think
Nation?
they. Yeah, Rock Nation promoted that shit. Biggs promoted it. Like they promoted
Okay,
it, but
okay.
Eminem. I don't think I saw Eminem post that shit on his
Yeah.
Instagram. But you know,
So yeah, it's like it's the debut of the Shady album, and it's possibly the you know what I mean, the one and done, the debut and the
yeah.
finale. So, like
So
fuck it, I'm here and I'm out. So all you niggas that bitched about Westside Gun, like you were hearing them on the radio every day, and shit. You ain't gotta dare worry about it no more. It'll be over. You'll be out your misery. Fuck niggas. But yeah, I'm gonna get it 8 out of 10. You said what, 7?
no, I give it an 8.5. Eight and a half
So
out of 10.
is it better than Conway's album?
Nah. I think I
9.
would give
Okay, I was good.
Conway's album a 9. I think we gave it a 9.
Conway's. Yeah,
Yeah.
Conway's album. They didn't even let that shit breathe. They just dropped the shit like right after.
This thing dropped 3 projects in 1 year, and all
Yeah,
fire. Pray for Paris,
but I mean, all
Awesome
together,
God
them
2.
niggas dropped like because Conway got fucking 3 albums.
Yup.
He already about to put out another one. Like I was just talking to my homeboy. He was like, "Yeah, I'm trying to fuck with Griselda and get on," but he's like, "Bro, I can't keep up with them niggas. The niggas put out too much shit." I'm like, "Bro, I don't know what to tell you. It is true, but
You just gotta
you
listen
gotta
to it.
catch up, man." So yeah, I'm gonna give it 8 out of 10. Let me know what y'all think in the comment section, man. Shout out to my nigga String Bell. Follow him on Instagram. Maybe the nigga make a Twitter account one more time one day. You ain't fucking with it.
Nah.
Nah. All right, bro. We're gonna be out, man.